Hello, I'm going to tell you a short story that has the potential to change the direction of your life. What happens after that is up to you, but I'm there to help. Some years ago I was let go from a corporate job, and rather than go job hunting I started a small consultancy business. Yes, it took me time to build up. There were good days, there were bad days, but I've never regretted my decision to work independently. It's like living without barriers. Now, I'm sure there are people in similar circumstances that are, like I had been, working from paycheck to paycheck rather than enjoying their job. Whatever the circumstances, whenever it happened, or even if it hasn't happened yet, right now many people are facing a challenge that, a year ago, they couldn't foresee. The lights are going out across many businesses today. We know that. Workers are being replaced by AI robots. COVID-19 is making things grim for many. Ordinary men and women aren't just losing their jobs, they're losing their dignity. And if they can't look after themselves and their families, they're becoming utterly disempowered. There are some 31 million truck drivers in the US. 90% of them will either be out of work or on lower wages when driver-free trucks finish testing them. These trucking jobs provide the economic foundation for many small towns and communities. If you think the business you're in doesn't require a truck driver's license and you're safe, think again. These AI robots have applications in jobs that require a shirt and tie: accountancy, insurance, finance, legal, medical, architectural, other professions. So let's work with the assumption that, whether we like it or not, the trajectory of our lives is about to change forever. You do not want to be sucked into the whirlpool of permanent unemployment that sadly millions will be. If you're open to opportunities to avoid that disempowered future, I have something you can get to grips with quickly. I'm not selling you anything. In fact, I'm going to let you into something that will give you an insight and offer you a solution to your future, absolutely free of charge. All you need to do is carry on listening with an open mind. I'm talking about developing a skill set that will support you for the rest of your life. You'll come away with practical skills that will be valuable in any business. Skills that nobody can take away from you. Skills that will generate a solid income for you now and in the future. You'll discover a world of difference between what you're doing now and what I'm talking about here. This is an adventure. It's exciting. As a recent participant said to me, this is way better than winning the lottery. The best things in life come when you're one step away from disaster. We also know that. Now is not the time to deny yourself by allowing your mindset to hold you back. If you're looking for reasons why this won't be for you, it clearly won't be. You'll stay exactly where you are today, wondering what this was. Another participant emailed me, writing that to her it felt like a lightning bolt from Zeus, in a good way, of course, adding that the information is evergreen and presented in a way that was easy for me to understand. I'll add one important thing. It's only for those brave enough not to settle for less. What's the cost of doing nothing? People resist change because they worry about what they have to give up, rather than seeing what they have to gain. Less than a year ago, a good friend told me that on his way to work, every time he reached the same point in the journey, where the train left the countryside and went into a tunnel, coming out in an urban setting, his stomach would turn. That was the point in his journey at which every working day he decided he had to do something about it. Thankfully he did. He took our advice, changed his focus to what he was capable of doing rather than the dire circumstances he was going through back then, and he made significant changes to his life. He found that soon after that the balance of his bank account stopped going down quicker than the Titanic. If any of this sounds like you, or you just dread weekday mornings, there's a clear signal that something needs to change. Brené Brown summed it up: only when we are brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light. So there's good news. Actually, it's really good news, because you have choices. You can do nothing. You can carry on as normal, which most people do. Or you can get off your arse and change things, which most people don't. If you've listened this far, I'd venture that the getting off your arse option is the one you resonate with. Good. Find that infinite power of your light. It's there already. Why do you need to find it? Because the biggest risk you face today is not taking one. Mark Twain put it well, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. There's no point in waiting until the right time comes along. Good luck with that. Or you've perfected all the necessary skills to make a change. Good luck there too. Neither is it about waiting another week or a month or a year for the right time to go after your dreams. Remember the film Fight Club? The character Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt, had a cracking line. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. However much you try, you can never convince yourself that you enjoy making lots of money for someone else. After I'd finished giving a talk to a group of late teenage students, I was asked two great questions. One, would I define wealth as I saw it? Two, what would I become if I changed to another field of work? As a word, wealth should carry an element of motivation. The usual definition doesn't. What's left after totaling up your assets and subtracting all your debts doesn't even begin to be motivating. I told them that real wealth was different. It's what you do with your time, the time you have left between now and the last day of your life. To the second question, changing to another field of work, I ventured that I would become a scarce resource. The industry or the application of a scarce resource doesn't matter. A scarce resource is somebody who has a set of skills and knowledge that few others offer. Simple example. How keen would you be to get professional guidance on public speaking if it's Friday afternoon and your boss tells you to deliver a make or break presentation to the board of directors on Monday morning and you've never spoken in front of an audience before? Scarce resources are extremely valuable, and as one you'll be in great demand and you'll make a prosperous living for yourself, one that at the moment you may not think is possible. I'll remind you of what I said earlier. People resist change because they worry about what they have to give up rather than seeing what they have to gain. Worst case? You'll certainly become more street smart and focused on what really matters and watch your business grow in ways you hadn't imagined. We all have the potential for a great life ahead. Please don't spend your remaining years as background noise or live your life in fractions. The next step to take in creating a more fulfilling future is by clicking that link below. Remember, there's no cost to this, but there could be a long-term cost to not clicking. Vivian Green put it beautifully. Life isn't about how to survive the storm, but how to dance in the rain. No company director is going to let me go again, ever. Thank you for listening.